Hey, okay guys, we are parked in a spot right below Dedication Point where I often fly the Mavic Mini and other drones off of. I'm going to lift the camera up here and see if you guys can see it up on the canyon wall up there. Maybe I can zoom in here a little. Honestly, it's hard for me to see because I'm looking into the sun here. Yeah, there you've got it up there. So you can see the rock wall up there of Dedication Point. So we'll go back to normal view. All right, because it's so dusty here, and we saw the adverse effect that had on the gimbal from when I landed in the dust the other day, which reminds me I better take off the gimbal cover. We are going to hand launch and hand catch this time. But we're just at a kind of a cool spot here, and you guys are going to recognize this from when I fly from up top there. But I just want to show you what it looks like down below. And we also have a spot here. This is a little camping spot that's kind of raised up a little bit. So that should give me a better connection, better Wi-Fi connection. So let's quit messing around. Let me fire it up here and we'll get it in the air. So here we go. This is going to be just a little bit of a juggling act here. We'll start up the drone, fire up the controller, and fire up the DJI Go 4 or DJI Fly app. I said Go 4. It's the DJI Fly app, and it says not connected. So we're still connecting here. Gimbal stuck again. Holy cow! Okay, so the aircraft appears to be okay now, and it says takeoff permitted. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to try it this time. Last time I did it out of my right hand. I don't know. Let's see. It's a little interesting the way to do this, but I'm going to hold it up here. Well. Okay, guys, you're watching me in a moment of indecision. I don't know if you can hear it here. The drone is making a little bit of a high-pitched whine. Okay, yeah, this is easier. So I guess I'm left-handed, so that makes sense for me. So I'm going to hold the drone up and away. Yeah, you can see it here. And we're going to hit the takeoff button on the screen, and then I'm going to hold it down.
Takeoff.
So, the bird just took off out of my hand there. Let's lower it down here where you can see it. Yep. Back it up just a little. So, yeah, with that said, let's back it up and go up. Seems to be working fine now. Let's start video. Almost forgot to do that. So, reverse and up. So I'll stop right there because I don't know how far I'm backing into that cliff. Let's and look at the gimbal wiggle. Yeah, there's something going on with my gimbal, guys. Yeah, I had that gimbal stuck message, and now it's wiggling around a little bit. Let's see how close we are to the side of the mountain. Yeah, we were all right. Well, it seems to have stopped wiggling now. Let's punch straight up. Let's point it towards Dedication Point there. See, we'll go up. We will not be able to go up over the top of the canyon here, will we? Because look at how even at 100 meters, 110 meters, 120 meters, which is our limit.
Maximum flight altitude
Yeah.
reached.
So we'll move in just a little bit, but you'll see how far off we are. Yeah, so I'm sure I could get over the top of the canyon, but I would have to change the height limits to do it, which would be against FAA regs. So we'll get in kind of close here. Let's stop there. And the gimbal seems to have settled down, so I don't know what that wiggle was that we saw there. But like I said, I had gimbal stuck. I've never had that before. When I get it home, I'm going to use some canned air and see if I can spray around there. Gosh, I have a hard time believing just the little bit of dust I kicked up on that one landing would affect it that bad, but maybe, who knows? And then I also know when these things were new, DJI was telling, some people had stuck gimbals when they got their bird brand new, and they were telling them to break it free. So I don't know if that's related or not, but in any case, there you can see is the side of the canyon wall. Let's just stop right there, and we'll just do a little sideways jig here. God, I wish I could go over the top. I was really hoping that it'd be low enough I could fly over the top. So this, we have actually seen all this before in other flights, but I haven't been this low in the canyon. I didn't want to go sideways there too much without being able, I'm a chicken, I couldn't see where I was going, but there's the canyon wall. Isn't that something? Let's fly along the wall here a little bit. Man, this is so cool. And this is facing just kind of due south, so we're going to have a little bit of sun. So we definitely have some sun in our eyes here, and we do get sun flare with the little Mini. Yeah, I was facing away from it there. That's why I was getting that losing. I always forget about that. I do that all the time. Face away from the bird. Let's turn around and let's just see if we can do that same thing the other direction with the sun at our back, and we should get a little bit better result. Look at those layers of basalt in the side of the canyon. I just think that's pretty damn cool. Yeah, I can hear the bird. And it's flying fine now. And now you can see I'm smart enough to be turning my RC towards the drone, and you can see dedication point there at the top right about now. Yeah, sorry, I did a little jerky yaw there. So FPV is a little, yeah, there I lost it. I have lost FPV altogether. There it came back. So I don't know, I was faced right towards the drone, so I don't know what caused that. I just let off the sticks because I didn't want to run it into the canyon wall there. That was kind of odd, because I was faced right at the drone, and it's above, yeah, aircraft signal interference. I don't know what that is, guys. It shouldn't be out here. Let's get away from the canyon wall. That might have something to do with it, you know. Yeah, so my FPV is just locked up right now. Ah, there we got it back a little bit. Oh, now we lost it altogether. This is kind of weird because we've got a direct line of sight to the bird. I don't know why that's happening. So I'm going to drop some altitude here. How many times have we seen these rapids from up above? Let's see if we can get a little better look at them. So where I'm pointed right now, I'm kind of up. I should be, you know, have a better line of sight to the bird. I'm kind of up on a little bit of a knoll. Yeah, we've seen jet boats go through those rapids before. Let's just go upriver a little ways. And this is with the sun at our back, so this is kind of nice. Put the camera up just a little so we can see a little more of the sky and the canyon wall. And when we come back, let's see, we're at 67% battery, so I won't go much further, but on our way back, we're out just about 1 kilometer here, and our signal is back good. So I'm going to say that loss of signal had something to do with being right against the side of that cliff face in the gorge here, because it sure seems to be solid now. And we've been recording for about 8 minutes. Yeah, weak signal, it's telling me. I won't get too carried away here, guys. But we should have a pretty good direct line of sight from where I'm standing here to the bird. I refer to the drone as the bird sometimes. I know some people kind of give me a little hard time about that, but I don't know, this thing's so small it seems like a bird. And I don't know if it's coming through on the audio, but there's a lot of birds in the sides of these cliffs, a lot of raptors that live there. You can hear them squawking. Boy, isn't the river beautiful today? It's just calm, and we're out about 1.5 kilometers. And by the way, we are going against the wind here. There's a very small breeze, but we are going against it. So turning around, we'd have it at our back. Okay, weak signal. We're not going to mess around. Let's, yeah, and I'm losing a little FPV there too. I saw a little blotch there. Let's just do a quick adjustment of the yaw here and fly our way back. Really, really enjoying this, guys. We got some beautiful scenery here. Okay, let's head back towards us. We were about 1,650 meters there, so a little over 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, and it's still telling me weak signal. I'm sure if I gain some altitude, that would help, but you know, I don't want to. I like getting this view that we're getting here. I'm going to see, in fact, I'm going to see if I can move us over the river a little more. Yeah, and there's those. So we'll see if we can come back right over the top of the riffles there in those rapids, the little bit of rapids we see there. %52 battery it says, so we're in good shape. And you see it coming back here at good speed. Very different than the flight we had the other day. I'm lowering some altitude here. I'm going to see if we can get down low over these rapids. No reason why we can't. And we are going into the sun, so it's a little bit more difficult. But we'll ease off the throttle here just a little bit. It's amazing the speed. I barely got the forward pitch, and we're still going 5 meters a second. You don't know what I would have given for 5 meters a second there the other day. Yeah, and there's these rapids. Going into the sun. So we've got plenty of battery. I'm going to go here and I'm going to do a 180 yaw, and let's go back over the top of those rapids. Take another look at them with the sun at our back this time, and you can see the sun reflected off the water there. That is beautiful. Look at how calm the river is. And like I said, it's, you know, it is, this is what, the 22nd of November, but it is a beautiful sunny day. And it's about, when I looked in my pickup, I think it was about 48 degrees or so. Yeah, so there's those rapids. Let's get down a little lower, and we will go back over the top of them again here. I have to tell you, you know, we've had a couple of hiccups with the little Mini today with the gimbal, but other than that, and this thing, it's just like I said, it's weird when you fly it. You feel like you're flying a bigger Mavic. You know, when it's in the air, it's so precise and it flies so well that you, in fact, that maneuver I did just there, I'm not sure I could do that with the Xeno. I probably could, but the Xeno, because it's so sensitive on some of the controls, it would be a lot tougher. Okay, let's turn around again. Let's head back for home base here. We got some nice footage on this SD card. I guess I could say that I probably am a little nervous after that last deal that happened. Let's go right over the top of the kind of the swampy area here. Let's drop the gimbal down just a little. Let's take a look and see what we can see. See if there's any waterfowl hiding in there or anything. You would think there's probably ducks that just love that little spot. Yeah, and we're so low there, it's giving me a weak signal. I'm actually probably pointed down at the bird from where I'm standing here, and it's probably blocked a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hit return to home.
Go home.
And so it should ascend and come straight back to us. It's funny that it doesn't proceed forward at all. It waits till it gets its full height, which should be 45 meters. And now it should come back to us, and it is picking up speed. Yeah, at about 8 meters per second. And this is kind of cool because it's going right over the top of the river. And when we get it back, we'll just do a hand catch, and then I've got one more battery, and I think we're going to go back up on the top of the canyon here, and I saw a pullout that I'd never seen before, and maybe we'll fly from the top of that. We'll take a look at it when I get up there. So I guess what I'm going to tell you about the Mavic Mini is, you know, on days like today where there's just a very, very slight breeze. I mean, I feel just a little bit of a breeze, and by the way, it's in our favor this time. But it performs fine like that. But if you get those wind warnings, you know, you just make sure that you stay pretty close to where you're at, because the little Mini just does not have strong enough motors to fight much of a wind. And there you see us down there. No point in pushing the battery too hard. This was kind of a nice spot to be able to pull over and take off from, because like I said, it's a little bit higher.
Landing.
Yeah, it's coming down right on top of us. Boy, it's, you know, I got to tell you, it's pretty close to where we took off. I mean, look at that. So let's pick the camera up. And I'm going to turn it around, facing it away from me. Get it back here where we can get in picture of the, make sure that I'm in the picture of this camera. I'll tell you, the sunlight is so bright. I don't know. I'm right in front of the camera, so I'm going to say I got it. I can't really see in the viewfinder. So what I'm going to do is come in from the side and then just pull down on the stick. So I want to pick it up just a little.
Landing.
Well, that's why I don't like to hand catch. Yeah, I mean, my depth perception just isn't that great, so I struggle with that. But yeah, I mean, you can see it nailed my finger there pretty good. And then of course it didn't want to shut off, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess my hand probably wasn't underneath those sensors at the back, so it's probably better to come from the back. Yeah, guys, me and hand catching, they just don't mix. Like I said, one of my problems is I have kind of a monocular vision, so my depth perception isn't as good as it could be, and so that's why I struggle sometimes figuring it out. I do pretty good with the Xeno because it's got a big area to hang on to, but I got to think about it. I'm not sure that I'll. You know, there's times when you really do want to hand catch, so maybe I just need to work on it a little bit, or just use that the landing pad and land on it. Although, you know, as you guys know, there's times that you're by the side of a river or something like that there's no flat spot, so there's no convenient way. Anyway, that was definitely pilot error. I'm not going to blame that on the bird. I'm the one that hosed that up. But anyway, just you know, when you guys watch my videos, you see the stuff I do good, and you see the stuff that I mess up too. I guarantee you, there's a lot of guys that would edit something like that out, but I'm not gonna. You guys are gonna see it, and I'm only human. That's the way it goes. Anyway, yeah, let me shut the bird down, and then we'll head up on the top of the rim again. And I think there's another spot there that I want to try and take off from, and that I had not seen before. So yeah, give me just a second. Hey guys, so you've heard me talk about many times about the boulders and so forth that got pushed down the Snake River when the Bonneville river, or the Bonneville Lake, I mean, broke its earthen dam, and all of that water came rushing down the Snake River plain and flooded everything, and a lot of rocks and debris obviously came with it. And they say that some of these boulders are not from the area here, but are from there, and I don't know if these are any of them. Well, let me pick the camera up here a little bit. I just wanted to zoom in and see, you know, hopefully you guys can get an idea of what we're talking about. I mean, look at this field of boulders. They're huge. Some of them are as big as a house, and you know, you can just picture in your mind's eye when all that water came rushing down the Snake River plain that it was pushing stuff like this down. It must have been an amazing thing. So this is the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed flying so close to the side of the canyon there, and then we kind of got right down just above the water on the river. That was really fun to fly, I have to tell you. And I felt like we got some pretty good pictures of the Snake River Canyon. But hey, that's about it for this episode. Part 3 will be on top of the canyon, and I found a spot up there that I hadn't seen before, so we flew off the canyon rim. But anyway, this is the end of part 2, and this is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. But most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye now.